What's up, everybody? Welcome to Low Luxury, and welcome to Hype Deceased News. Why is it called Hype Deceased? Well, because this is the show where we go to put the hype to bed. And also, I'm just not very cool. Like, if the hype's already gotten to me, then it's probably already on life support, so I might as well just put it out of his misery at that point, right? Yo. Before we get too much further, subscribe to the channel. I make tons of luxury and streetwear content. And also, if you're looking for deals on luxury and streetwear, check the description. I've got some of the best sites with all authentic stuff. Check it out. So enough of that. First on the agenda for today is the fact that Daniel Lee is out as creative director at Bottega Veneta. And this one is just like mind-blowing. You know what I mean? As Heidi says, one day you're in, one day you're out. Why did I just make her sound like an elderly witch who's gonna cast a fashion spell on you? I'm sorry, no more Heidi impressions ever. Apparently, I can't do them. So what is there to say about Daniel Lee here? Other than the fact that he looks like the shitty boyfriend in like a 90s teen rom-com, you know, like the prep school one. But I don't know, this was just a really, really weird move, like super unexpected, because it really felt like Daniel Lee was at Bottega Veneta to stay. He'd only been there, I believe, 3 years or so, and he'd really brought the house to like new levels of acclaim, prestige, hype, the celebrity attention. All of it was just going his way. So to leave that now makes essentially no sense, and I don't really understand where it's coming from. I feel like this had to have come from Daniel Lee. There is no way in hell, zero chance that Bottega would fire him. It's completely against every single one of their interests, right? So then why would Daniel Lee leave Bottega? Well, that one is, I don't know. The only reason he would leave is if he has a better offer elsewhere. And Bottega's a pretty big house, not the biggest, but you think about what the biggest houses are, like Gucci, Balenciaga, stuff like that, Dior. They already seem pretty solid in what they've got, and I don't see them changing right now. So I see some people saying Givenchy, but they just brought in Matthew M. Williams, and even though a lot of fashion-y people don't like him, according to my contacts at Givenchy, he's doing very well for them financially right now. The biggest one that does make sense to me is if Daniel Lee ends up going to Burberry. They've kind of been struggling on and off. The designs themselves haven't been that great, and Riccardo Tisci has really, really struggled to find his footing there. Like, he was making Rottweiler t-shirts at Givenchy, and now he's trying to make like trench coats, neutral trench coats, and plaid tartan checks work. It doesn't work for him. I'm sorry. Daniel Lee, though, that guy would be like perfectly suited to just tweaking the hell out of some khaki trench coats. Like, he would own that. So I actually really hope that one comes through. No other houses really make sense. I've heard some people say Chanel. Maybe I could see that. That would be like a distant second, but right now, everything's kind of up in the air, and we need a couple more pieces to make this all come together. But definitely some exciting stuff going on here with Daniel Lee. And also Bottega, like, who are they going to bring in? I have no idea. No idea. Although with the way that luxury houses are recruiting right now, it's probably going to be like A$AP Rocky, or maybe like their B pick is Lil Yachty. I'm going to go with one of those. Next up, we have got to talk about the Balenciaga GUCCIAGA hacker project, where they both made pieces inspired by the other brand. It's like the epitome of luxury collabs, and honestly, 99% of it sucked. It was just not good. I don't know, like, Demna Gvasalia does Demna Gvasalia really well. Alessandro Michele does Alessandro Michele really well. They do not do each other well, and I did not see the point. But I love big butts, and I cannot lie. I can't even recite lyrics. Anyway, there was one piece that they just unveiled. I don't even think this was part of either runway collection, but they released one single piece that towers above the rest, both in stature, in size, in meaning, and that is the GUCCIAGA Triple S. So these only work because they were already ridiculous and ostentatious to begin with. So now you throw a GG print, you throw an embroidered Gucci logo on there, and suddenly you have the most ridiculous shoe ever made in luxury clothing. Maybe the most ridiculous shoe ever made ever. And it's gonna cost probably like $1,500 at least. So these ones are a big pickup for me, while you leave behind the entire rest of either of the Hacker Project collections, because they're kind of trash. I'm sorry, guys. Next, we gotta turn to another very, very hot collab, and that, of course, is Supreme x Tiffany's. I don't know, it's one of those that, like, you didn't see it coming, but then once you did see it coming, you're like, I really should have seen that coming. Tiffany's, they're rebranding, they've got like new leadership and everything. They're trying to bring in a lot of hype. They brought in Jay-Z and Beyonce for their inaugural campaign. So of course a Supreme collab was going to happen. And it's really only a few pieces. You have some pieces of jewelry, mostly 925 silver, and then of course you've got a box logo. And I'm assuming everyone's just gonna go crazy for the box logo because it's in Tiffany blue, and now these like 12-year-olds that don't even know what Tiffany is and definitely don't know what Tiffany blue is, they're gonna be paying like $10,000 for another box logo when they've got a closet already full of box logos. It's just how it works. I don't know why I'm ranting about it. So most of this is essentially take or leave. Like the prices, they're high, but like it's Tiffany, so I guess for once it kind of makes sense. The pearl necklace is cool, actually, in a way. The heart pendant, I don't know, kind of boring, but kind of works. And the little like keychain knife thing is actually pretty cool as well. But they're all $500 or more a piece, so this one just, get out of here. And finally, we gotta talk about the big Nike collab release of the week, and that of course is the OffWhite Air Jordan 2s. These ones, like, they're like dead stocked, like pre-distressed in the mold. And honestly, I wanna like these way more than I actually do, because first off, Maison Margiela already did it. It was called the dead stock, and it actually looked way, way, way cooler than these in my opinion. The thing with these off-white ones is they're like mass-produced probably in Vietnam or somewhere like that, like a lot of Nike sneakers, and you can see that distressing, the like dead stocking with the cracks in the soles. It looks like pre-formed, it looks very, very fake. It just doesn't feel authentic in the way that they were clearly going for, and the way that I know Virgil tries to approach everything, but just like the mass-produced Nike-ification of it makes it completely fall flat. And I really think this would have worked a lot better if Virgil had done this idea, you know, away from Nike. If he'd done it at Off-White or even Louis Vuitton, where he could really hand distress and hand age every single one of these pieces, then you would have something that feels much, much more true to the spirit of what I think they were going for. But here, they just look like, I don't know, you know when things have like a really, really cheap rubber or plastic or whatever made in China, and you can see like the molding lines in them from where the mold met? It just looks cheap, and it looks fake, and it looks inauthentic. So again, these ones are a no for me. I'm just a hater today. So all of that hype is officially deceased. Thank you for watching Hype Deceased News on Low Luxury. Take a look at the other video on screen here, subscribe to my channel, like this video, and I'll see you next time.